Hey guys, welcome back. So as you can see, I have officially started my tutorials for Halloween. I'm super excited. I wanted to start them the first week of October because I usually try and post as many as I can in the month of October, but I've been so busy lately I haven't been able to film, so I'm super excited to get this one out there. I just wanted to create something that was still kind of pretty but also scary at the same time, so I came up with a zombie beauty queen. I was actually inspired by this trophy that I found in my closet. When I was in 7th grade, I won Little Miss Sunburst. It was a random mall beauty pageant, and there's like 5 girls I was competing with, and I won, and I just thought it was the coolest thing at the time. So I was looking at this trophy and I was like, well, what can I do with this now? And I was like, well, I could do a tutorial for Halloween. So here we are being a zombie. I wanted to do something that was pretty yet scary at the same time. It's really easy. It just takes a little maneuvering with the teeth and all that good stuff, but I'll show you guys step by step how to get this look and just kind of walk you through it. So if you guys want to see this look, then please keep watching. Alrighty, let's get started. So before I even begin this look, I'm going to tape up the corners of my eyes because that'll just make our life 10 times easier. So this will give us a nice easy cat eye. Now, of course, I'm going to prime my eyes. You can use any eye primer you want. I'm just using something that's kind of skin color, just as I normally would on a day-to-day basis. So for my eyeshadow today, I'm using my 120 eyeshadow palette by BH Cosmetics. This is the matte edition, so I'm taking this kind of periwinkly, purpley color, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid. Actually, I'm avoiding the outer part of my lid, just kind of getting the inner part and the center of it, avoiding my crease and everything else. Now I'm going to take this darker purple and apply this right to the part that we left blank on the outer part of our lid, just kind of filling that in to give it a little bit more dimension and depth to our eye, once again avoiding the crease. Now moving on to the crease, I'm going to take this warm tone brown and just sweep this right through my crease with a big fluffy blending brush. This will be our transition shade, so it's going to be the lighter of the 2 browns that we're going to add into our crease. To give our eyeshadow look more dimension, I'm taking this darker tone brown and I'm going to take a more tapered blending brush and sweep this in the outer part of my crease, and whatever's left of my brush I'm going to bring it to the inner part of my crease, and this will just make our eyes pop more, and you know, you can make it as dramatic or as natural as you'd like it to be. It's totally up to you. Now to make this look even more fun, I'm going to take this glitter bond by Itay Cosmetics and I'm just going to apply this right to the inner part of my lid, avoiding my crease and the outer part of my lid, because wherever you put this is where the glitter is going to stick. I'm taking this lavender glitter by Itay Cosmetics as well and applying this right on top of the glitter bond, and it just sticks to it perfectly. There's barely any fallout throughout the night. You may want to do your eyes first before your foundation, just because you do get a little bit of glitter fallout, so that is why I'm doing my eyes first. Now after I've added my glitter, I went back and enhanced the purple shade a little bit because we added a lot of different shades, so I just wanted it to pop a little bit more, so I added some more. For my liner, I'm just going to give myself a good old-fashioned wing liner. You can make it as, once again, dramatic as you want, or you can make it as natural. I'm just going to wing this out and make it super dramatic because it's a Halloween look, so why not? Okay, finally moving on to the zombie portion of the video. I'm grabbing some liquid latex by Ben Nye, and I'm just kind of tracing out a smile, if you will. You can really add any type of shape that you want, but I wanted it to kind of look like she had a rotting smile from the grave, so I'm just kind of outlining a smile, and I was having so much trouble working with this product because I got it a couple years ago and I thought it was still good, but apparently it had dried out halfway, so it should be easier for you to work with this. My product is just old. I threw it away after this tutorial, so normally liquid latex is pretty easy to work with. Mine was just difficult because it was old, so just keep that in mind. You'll have an easier time than I did. So for the teeth, I actually used press-on nails, just plastic nails, so I kind of filed them into the shape that I wanted them to be in, and then I did one quick coat of white nail polish, so that, you know, you don't have to make them perfect. They can be kind of janky like mine were. It all comes together at the end, but I did apply a little bit of lash glue to each tooth, and I just stuck it underneath the liquid latex, so I kind of lifted the inner part of the liquid latex and just stuck the tooth right underneath there, and it held up really nicely. It stuck right in there, so it looks complicated, but I promise it's really easy. And now that I have my teeth all stuck on, I'm going to go ahead and go over it with liquid latex again and just kind of cover up the bottom of the teeth so it looks like it's coming out of your gums. Alright, we're going to let that all dry for a second. I'm going to move back onto the eyes really quickly here. So I'm putting some mascara on my lashes. And then of course I'm going to put a dramatic pair of falsies on. So you can use any falsies that you want. I just think that it adds a little bit to the look. For my foundation today, I'm using a shade that's a couple shades lighter than my skin tone. You can choose to do something that's closer to your skin tone. You can go even lighter than I did. It's totally up to you on how you want this look to come out. But I'm applying this all over my face and right over that liquid latex just to kind of make everything a little bit more close to the same color, but we will be going over the smile even more and making it more rotted looking, so that does not have to cover it perfectly. It's pretty much impossible to make the liquid latex the same color as your skin tone with just foundation, so don't freak out if it doesn't work at first. I'm concealing as I normally would. I'm just using Porcelain by LA Girl and applying that underneath my eyes in a triangle shape on my forehead, down my nose, and a little bit on my chin as well. And then I'm just going to pat that out. So rather than doing rubbing motions, I'm just pushing that product into my skin so I can get the full amount of pigmentation. Of course, we can't forget to set our under eyes so it stays there all night long, so I'm just using some translucent powder and setting that bad boy in place. I'm going to do a pretty strong contour today. I'm using Black Radiance's Rich Mahogany, and I'm applying that right into the hollows of my cheeks, and I'm just going overboard with this. It's totally fine to do this super dramatic. It is a Halloween look after all, so have fun with it and make it as dark as you want to make it. I'm also going to go back through with a brown eyeshadow with a blending brush and just kind of define that line a little bit more and really make my cheekbones pop. I'm going to go through and fill in my brows. I'm doing them a little bit more dramatic than I normally do them just to make it pop a little bit more because it is a dramatic Halloween look. Alright, my smile has officially dried. I'm going back through and we're going to make it look more realistic now. So I'm taking the Flash palette, I'm taking red, and I'm just going to fill in the inner part of the mouth, kind of making it look like the inside of it is all bloody and rotting and disgusting. So I'm just kind of going in there and filling things in a little bit. The fun part about Halloween makeup is that it doesn't have to be perfect. Especially zombie makeup, you can kind of do whatever you want to do. I'm just doing dots and dashes of different colors, so the main colors I'm sticking to is brown, green, black, and red, and those are just, you know, all those together are gonna make your face look like it's rotting and nasty, so just dot all those different colors all over the mouth and you'll be good to go. I am focusing most of the red and black on the inner part of the smile just to make it look like it has contrast and dimension. So, you know, just making the gashes look a little bit deeper. Sometimes I find that less is actually more. So you don't want to go overboard with the colors. You just want to make it look like it blends into your skin. You know, the liquid latex is kind of hard to cover sometimes, so it did take a few layers to cover that up, but once it was covered, it started to look a little bit more realistic and gory, so it takes a little while, but it will all come together in the end. You just have to kind of mess around with it and see what works for you. Now for the half of my lips that aren't rotting away, I'm using More Better by ColourPop, and I'm just applying that once again to just half of my lips. Moving back up to my eyes here for just a second, I'm smudging a bit of matte brown underneath my lower lash line just to kind of thicken everything up and make it a little bit more dramatic. Then I got distracted and decided to put more liquid latex on my forehead, so I'm kind of jumping around here, but I'm just kind of splotching the liquid latex on my forehead in random spots. And back to my eyes, I'm putting some lower lashes on, so I'm just looking up and sliding those right underneath my lower lashes. And once the liquid latex on my forehead dried, I went back and I just kind of did what I did on the mouth and splotched a bunch of different colors, blacks, browns, greens, and made it look dead. The final touch to the lips and the wound on my forehead is some fake blood. I'm using Ben Nye's fake blood, and this stuff is awesome. It dries. It is a little sticky, but you know, I just try not to touch it when it's on my head anyway, so it does look really realistic. I also smudged a little bit underneath my neck just to kind of bring the deadness down a little bit more, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm literally just like rubbing this blood all over my neck. And to finish off the look, I popped in some contacts from coloredcontacts.com, and I think it just really completed the look and kind of gave it that scare factor. So that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any requests that you want to see from me for the Halloween season, please let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then please subscribe to it. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!